So let's talk about the kind of the practical side of what we were just talking about, the finding the jobs as a young person and the skills that it takes. Welcome to the table, please, Alice Prince from Slate, St. Louis Agency on Training and Employment. I think we all know Slate, though. You're the manager of youth services. Patrick McCullough, coordinator for STL Youth Jobs.
Yep.
So are young people prepared to enter the workforce?
Young people are motivated to enter the workforce.
Interesting.
Yes, you asked the gentleman before me a question, why does it matter? It matters because youth employment saves lives. It's so much more than just a summer job. What I do, what Patrick do, what many of my colleagues in the city do and around the country do, we save lives. We provide opportunity. So it's way more than just giving a young person a summer job. It is building a workforce, but when you give a young person an opportunity to earn money, they're actually spending money right here in our local economy. So they're contributing positively to our local economy as well. So it's way more than just the summer jobs. We save lives.
Do you see a difference in their personality, in their lives when they find that opportunity, when they make that connection?
Of course, anytime when you have a person that you lead them from poverty to prosperity, there's definitely a difference. When we concentrate on education instead of incarceration, there's a big difference. So of course, there's a major difference. It's a generational difference.
You're nodding your head.
Absolutely, yeah. No, I mean, I think I agree with everything that Alice just said. I've seen a lot of youth that have been in our program, maybe for 1 year, maybe for a couple of years, coming back more and more prepared each year to take the next steps, whether it's toward their education or finding out what they're interested in, kind of just getting that gateway job that leads to the next steps, learning essential skills like communication, how to get along with a supervisor, how to work on a team, and finding out a little bit about what they're good at, which may inspire them to further their careers as well.
How hard is it to get that gateway job? Is it any harder than it ever has been? There might be people who are thinking, I shine shoes and I just figured it out on my own.
I mean, I think the statistics would show that the youth unemployment rate has risen over the last 10 years, which is why it's important to have programs like STL Youth Jobs that are helping to bridge that gap, especially in neighborhoods of the city and other areas of the region that are economically depressed. It's not necessarily easy to just walk out your door. Economic opportunity aren't necessarily growing on trees, especially if you haven't been taught the skills that you need to go out there and find jobs.
So let's get back to the skills. Do they have the skills they need if they have been to high school and made it through and graduated? Is that all it takes?
No, I think it takes much more, but it takes much more than that with an adult.
Sure.
So it takes much more than that. I think that the most important thing is they have the motivation. So what our program does is whatever skill level that they are on, whatever tools that they already have, we sharpen those tools because we see young people on many different levels. And so we take them where they are and we take them to where they want to be. We put them on that pathway. And that's the same with every program, every youth employment program. So, we connect them to opportunity, whatever that opportunity looks like for them.
Every generation says the one after them is something wrong with them, or they're lazy.
Mm-hmm.
Are our kids today cut out to can they hack it?
Patrick, can I answer that question?
I think we should both.
I don't think that they're lazy. I don't think that there's anything wrong with this generation. I think that there may be something wrong with our generation, that we have not wrapped the necessary resources around them to see them succeed. So is there anything wrong with this generation? No. There's something wrong with our generation that we're not answering their needs. Want to go ahead?
And I would absolutely agree. I mean, certainly in any given number of people, you may find some people that aren't working as hard as they can, but that's absolutely not.
You find that in adults.
Exactly. It's absolutely not the typical case that I see. Every youth that comes through our door is looking to do something positive in their lives and just kind of get a start on that.
Same question I asked Alice. Have you seen the difference the opportunity to have a job makes in an individual's life? We just heard Bill talking about large numbers of youth that don't have jobs are not progressing in some direction can be not just bad for the long-term economy, but
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've seen just on individual cases, youth that start our program, maybe at the time they hadn't graduated high school yet, had never had a job before. We help connect them not only with a job, but they also each have a job coach and a mentor that work with them throughout the program that can identify other areas of need, such as education. So kind of maybe as the springboard to get someone motivated to get back into the mainstream, whether it be through where it starts with employment and maybe leads to going out and finishing up your GED and getting enrolled in that community college or technical school or something
Or
like that.
the other awesome programs that's offered in the city of St. Louis, like Youth Build, like the BUD program, like Demetrius Johnson's Painters program. We have so many opportunities. Many times when we do talk to young people who are disconnected, their families may also be disconnected from the workforce. So what we do is invite them into our career centers, and our career centers help them. They build resumes, they have job training courses. They also help them when we are having career fairs, like we had one with IKEA, we had one with Ballpark Village. So our city is a wonderful city with amazing opportunities, because we not only just help the young person, we help the entire family. This year, we also have checking accounts, where every young person that comes to our programs, they're able to open a free checking and savings account. So we teach them financial literacy, we teach them civic engagement, we teach them leadership development, we teach them all of those things. We teach them how to save, the importance of saving, how to build a great relationship with the bank so that they can build great credit history. All of that's part of our program.
Something a lot of people might take for granted. Not everybody
Absolutely.
gets a lawn mowing job when they're a kid and their grandfather opens a savings account for them. Their parents may not have a checking account.
Exactly.
Yes. And not every bank has always wanted to open a checking account or savings account for the population that we work with.
So it sounds like there's much more than just let's line you up with this particular
I
job.
told you that in the beginning. We save lives. I said that, and that's what we do.
And there's much more, and I heard you, but it's worth repeating. So
Okay.
that's a softball I tossed for you there. But in all seriousness, it's more than just the job itself. There may be, you mentioned the soft skills. You're talking about navigating the checkbook.
The
but
family unit, all of it.
Does it take some sort of? You mentioned Demetrius Johnson. Is there a mentoring aspect that we could use more of in this city?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would say so. I mean, the nice thing with our program is, each youth that enters our program has a coach that mentors them throughout the entire program, meets them where they are, identify goals at the onset of the program, and just kind of helps them build towards whatever they're trying to do. So it's not just showing up to work every day and learning those skills, but it's also talking about big picture things and how we can help them. But in terms of companies stepping up and providing mentorship and maybe building bigger, more long-term partnerships beyond the summer, I think that is something that we could use more of.
Yeah, and we also have a lot of amazing leaders and community activists that will step up and become mentors to our young people. So that is an important part. So as they're working, they also have mentors.
Your positivity is infectious.
It is.
But I know.
I'm so excited.
Well,
I'm passionate about this.
Well, we need more people like you.
Okay. And like you for allowing us to tell our story.
Okay, well, stop it. Now we're starting a society here. But there has to be a downside, or at least something we could be working on.
Yes.
What are our young people lacking when they show up at your doorstep?
They are lacking people giving them opportunities. We need more businesses to invest in this program, because this program is saving lives. The more young people I have working, the less young people we have breaking into our cars. The less young people we have dropping out of school. That's important. So that's what my young people are lacking. People coming to the table with a check to say, you know what, I'm going to sponsor a young person to get a job, because as I said, they're going to spend it right here in this local community. They are going to learn some skills that will last a lifetime.
Same question.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest deficiency I see is it's the lack of opportunity. Certainly there are other areas that could be improved on a global level that would help even further along what we're trying to do here with youth employment, such as education. I mean, there's a lot of work to be done, absolutely, but I think the opportunities are the key. I've seen it with my own eyes. If you give youth opportunity and stick with them, they will do great
And
things.
by opportunity, he means we need someone to write us a check and to continue to support our programs and give us grants and things of that nature to do
Yep.
that.
And
because, yeah, invest in it.
Yep.
Invest in our community.
And
invest
businesses
in the
willing to
future.
give youth a chance
Yes.
to get a foot in the door into their company and find out about what they do.
Allison Patrick, thank you so much for your energy
Thank you.
and for your information. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Let's go back.